President Winfrey, there's only one, is one of the world's most successful media moguls. I love saying that. She's also struggled very publicly with her weight for decades, and now she's sharing a very deeply personal weight journey. In a new book, it's called Enough: Your Health, Your Weight, and What It's Like to Be Free. F-R-E-E, capital letters, please. Scan the QR code on the screen. You can buy it right now. So in the book, Oprah reveals how she went from blaming and shaming herself to transforming her health. The book is co-written by Dr. Anya Yastreboff. She's the founding director of Yale Obesity Research Center and an expert in obesity and GLP-based medications, GLP-1-based medications. We're very happy to say that Oprah and Dr. Anya are here in the studio with us. Good morning, girls. Good to have you here.
Hi, Dr. Anya.
Hi,
Good to see you again.
Let's start with you, Oprah, because, you know, it's been such a public story about you and your weight. And it's funny
that you have lived with me.
That I've lived, but it's so funny. In all the years, I never thought, boy, she's fat. Boy, she's... I guess because when you're in it, you don't see it that way.
Yes, because you're my friend.
Yeah, you don't see it that way.
But I wanted to tell this story now with Dr. Anya. We were having a conversation, and I said, you should write a book about this because your information is so important.
Yeah.
I wanted to share, because I've always, when I discovered something that I thought was important for other people, I always wanted to share it.
Yeah.
And I remember doing a show many years ago, and Janet Jackson was on it and lost weight, and I said, if there's ever a pill, I will be the first one to tell you about it. And so now there actually is a pill. But more importantly than a pill is understanding that obesity is a disease.
Yeah.
And if you have this chronic disease, it is not because you are overeating, it's because you have the disease that causes you to overeat. And I did not know this until 2023.
For so long, when I was raised, we always thought just willpower, because I was at Weight Watchers and got my key to success 3 times and thought, now I'm done, now it's just a matter of willpower. And you're saying, Dr. Anya, no matter how much you do and how much willpower you think you have, that is not enough.
That's right.
It's really a lot in the
brain.
Most people.
For most people. There are some people for whom willpower and eating healthily and working out.
But for 99.9% of us, it's not that.
Yeah,
actually 74%.
It's a chronic, complex disease.
That's right.
Explain that to the folks.
Yeah, so basically, obesity arises from our environment. So our brain decides how much fat or how much fuel we should store. It wants us to survive, so it wants us to store energy. That energy is stored as fat, so that's a very good thing. Our brain decides how much fat we should store. It's going to make sure that we don't starve, but put that beautiful biology in the setting of our obesogenic environment, an environment that's filled with ultra-processed food, lack of sleep, lack of physical activity, lots and lots of stress.
Yeah.
And what happens is most of us end up carrying extra energy, extra fat, extra fuel, and that causes impacts on our health. And that's what obesity is. It's our body carrying extra fuel and extra fat.
And I know for you, Oprah, for years you blamed yourself thinking, why can't I just do this?
Yeah,
I can be a success in so many other things. Why can't I do this?
Why do I always go back to 211, 218? Why am I always that? Because my body's set point, or enough point, as you like to call it, always wants to get back to that. And no matter what diet I went on, no matter how hard I worked out, I was always trying, the body is always trying to get you back to that point. So now I realize that I'm on the medications and will have to be on the medications if I want to, for the rest of my life. Because I did a whole year last year, from my 70th birthday until my 71st birthday, I tried to be without the medication.
You stopped taking it?
I stopped taking it.
And what happened?
Because I wanted to prove you wrong.
Yes.
I wanted to say, you are wrong, because I have reached the weight, the goal weight, and I can fix it.
Yeah.
And what happened is I gained 3 pounds, and 5 pounds, and 7 pounds. Then you get to 10. And
Were you
like,
eating more food?
No, I wasn't. I was not. Yeah, I was hiking. I was doing all the things.
6 miles a day.
6 miles a day, doing all the things.
And still gaining weight.
And still gain weight. Over Christmas, I gained 8 pounds, and then, you know. So I thought, maybe you're right. Maybe the science is right. And I got back on the medication.
And that's the biology. That's literally, Oprah lived the biology. Her body wanted to be at that higher enough point, that higher set point, that higher amount of fuel or energy. And asking people to basically willpower their way, to eat less and move more, and willpower their way is fighting biology. It's like holding your breath underwater, and eventually you're going to rise. Your body is going to want to get you back to that place. Hold on. And so Oprah was doing exactly the same thing, but what her body did was, I don't care that you are hiking 6 miles a day and eating a perfectly healthy diet. Basically, her body was saying, I'm going to burn less, and I'm going to make you more hungry.
That's what I thought.
Because what happens is your metabolism slows.
Yes.
Yeah, metabolism slows down.
Yes.
So, okay, so the science allowed you to finally stop shaming yourself, right?
Yeah.
And millions of others have come along on that journey.
Well, that's why I'm doing this book.
Well, that's my question.
Yeah.
Why do you think then that the science still hasn't reached doctors, insurers, employers, so that they?
It needs to. I'm out here saying this needs to be covered by insurance.
Exactly.
So that it can be exposed and accessible to people who cannot afford it.
Yeah.
Because there are so many people who are literally dying inside and are going to die from diseases caused by obesity because they don't have access to this medication. So I want the insurance companies to make it available for everybody, and I feel like it will literally change the world and change the health.
And you're unapologetic now about spreading the message. I saw you on Jane Pauley interview yesterday, by the way, girls. Very good.
Yes.
On Sunday morning. Go Jane. Go Jane.
Go Jane. Thank you.
I don't expect anything less for people at Sunday morning. But now you said that you actually feel free. What do you mean free?
Well, what I feel like is you all have watched me yo, and I feel like as long as I maintain this medication as one of the tools, because it's not a miracle drug.
And you're still working out.
I'm working out more than I've ever worked out in my life. I'm deadlifting, actually. And
Okay.
hello. 130 pounds yesterday. Trying to get to 160.
How many pounds?
130 yesterday.
Because strength training is important.
Yes,
especially
strength training is important. I'm, moving into pull-ups. That's my goal this year.
Creating good habits along with the medication.
That's right. And along with also continuing to work out on a regular basis. So it's not one thing, it's all.
It is. It's all the
And I just want people to stop blaming themselves and shaming themselves, because it's not about willpower.
And at a very young age, I was taught you never ask a woman her age or her weight. So I just want to say.
We can ask her.
I know, but that's the whole point. Thank you for living out loud, though. You've been doing it for the past 30 years, and it's not easy because you are creating an opportunity for everybody to judge you, but you are doing it because you want us to remove the taboo behind weight loss.
You get that.
So thank you so much for that. Well, Oprah, we appreciate you.
We're
Dr.
talking tonight at the 92nd Street Y.
All right, well, pull up there
Yes.
if you're in town. Dr. Yasaboff, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Enough. Your health, your weight, and what it is like to be free is on sale now. Scan the QR code on your screen to buy it right now and learn more about Oprah's weight journey, the science behind treating obesity, and ways to improve your very own health.